Most of what we do in Algebra 1 is using linear functions, which are functions that make a straight line, but every now and then we will have nonlinear functions. And the reason we know this function is nonlinear is because of this squared right here. Anytime you have something squared, you know the result of the function is going to be nonlinear. This one's actually a quadratic function, which means that if we were to graph it, which we're not going to do, but if we were to graph this one, it would make this shape, which is called a parabola, something we'll deal with much later in the year. But for now, you just need to know this is not a straight line. The process is still the same though. H of 4 still means take this function and replace the variable, t in this case, with 4. Now this time we've got two different spots where we are replacing the variable. So we've got that t squared, and then we've got 68t. So we're going to replace it two times. Now, obviously, you are going to be tempted here to want to use a calculator because the numbers are about to get really, really big. So first we're going to do this 4 squared, which is 16. And 16 times 16 is big, and so is 68 times 4. So calculator's not a terrible idea here. So 16 squared is 256. But then 68 plus 4 is a doozy. So let's go ahead and grab our calculator here. Let's do 68 times 4. And that's going to give us 272. There we go. And so we're going to have negative 256 plus 272. So let's minus 256, and then plus 2. And our total answer here is going to be 18. So h of 4 equals 18. All right. So there's our solution there. That means if we were to write this as an ordered pair, it'd be 418. Now this one looks a little bit different, this 2h of g, and you may be thinking at first, like, what? There's not even a number to plug in there. What does this h of g even mean? Well, it means the same thing h of 4 did. It means replace the variable with whatever's in the parentheses, and what's in the parentheses is g. So it means replace all those t's with g. Well, that seems easy enough. It'll be negative 16 g squared plus 68 g plus 2. Okay, fine, but what about this 2 in front? What does that mean? Well, that means take this thing after you've replaced the g and multiply by 2. And all that means is just double all of these numbers. It's just using the distributor property here. So we do 2 times negative 16g squared. That's negative 32g squared. 2 times 68 is 136g. And then I'm pretty sure 2 times 2 is 4. So I have my calculator open if I need to check myself there. But I think 2 times 2 is 4. And so there's our final answer for that one. And that's function notation with non-linear functions. As I said, this is something we deal with mostly in the back half of Algebra 1. We mostly do linear functions, but not a big deal if we do have non-linear ones. The rules are exactly the same.